Okay, hear me out. What if we did something like 1 and 2 and in the phone?
I am back. And we're going to be cleaning my brand new house. And I'm going to start with the laundry. This Brazilian Waves, I explained it, but I took the audio out. I actually add that in my wash machine, and it's not the laundry detergent, but the cleaning solution, just the all-purpose stuff. It made my laundry smell really good, so don't judge. Anyway, I am going to do my dishes. I wish that I actually could do my dishes this quick, because how fun would that be? So we're going to get quite a bit done. This video is about 40 minutes long, so if you want some motivation, come and clean with me. This is my apron sink, which I wanted, but definitely not a fan of this type of stainless steel. It scratches easily. It was pretty scratched up when we got it, and I think that was just from installation. So yeah, we moved back in right after Christmas. I guess about January, the movers had everything moved. We didn't really even have like Christmas decor set up, which made me really sad, but we are here, and this Christmas I am going to do it up right. It's going to be really nice. And you know, I was really excited because it was our first year with our first grandson. By the way, I'm using the Caldrea Blue Sage, which I wouldn't have ever gotten, but they were out of the Neroli Sea Salt, which is my favorite. Again, I just like my house to smell good. I mean, you know, raise your hand if you want your house to smell good, you know. I don't know many people that want their house to stink, but I know a lot of people whose house does stink. No, I shouldn't say that. No, I don't. I don't know anybody whose house smells bad. But I am very much a scent person, so things have to smell good. You know, it's just the way it is. I don't like things to smell bad. So I am going to clean my granite with this. Mainly I use the Caldrea because it's natural, and I don't know that much about granite, and I don't know that much about how to clean stuff, so I just know that you have to be really careful with it. Maybe, I don't even know that. I think that I read that you had to be careful with it and not use anything abrasive, so I took that and ran with it, and I try to use just the natural sprays. I do use Dawn Power Wash on it, but not very often, just because I'm scared that the alcohol in it will dry out the granite, marble, whatever this is. I don't even know. We actually bought this house from a man and his wife who had just built it. I'm not even sure the circumstances behind it, but I'm thankful for this house, and like I said, it's brand new to us. They built it, and then they, I guess, had to move. Not even sure, but I heard they were nice people. So there's that. So I take off the knobs and just clean under it and try to get them all clean, because this stove is a little bit more hard to clean than my other one was. But we do love having a gas range, and you know, if I could change the type of stainless steel, I think I would for sure, because this one is kind of smudgy and it is a little harder to clean. So it takes me a while of trying to clean it and then buff the smudge streak things out. If anybody has any way to clean this easier, please let me know in the comments below, because this stainless steel is kind of a pain. So the angles are not the best here. I'm so sorry for that. I am still getting used to the camera and editing, and I just know that it's going to get better as time goes on. If you go back and look at my other 80 or so videos, I got pretty good at it. I just couldn't keep a camera from falling or breaking, or computer from breaking, and so that's why I initially kind of burnt out after a while, but I did enjoy it. I love to do this. I love to edit. So be sure and stick around and hit the like button and subscribe button and stick with me. So I'm cleaning the backsplash area just to get the dust and debris and any kind of grease or anything that might have splashed on there. You definitely want to do that maybe once a month just to kind of keep it clean. At least I do. Also, I'm going to clean inside the cabinets, just kind of wipe the doors. Because we had a dog that shed with us, my daughter's lab did do a lot of shedding while she was here, and no matter how much brushing and grooming that we did, it didn't really help because she's a lab and she's shedding her winter coat. I had video of that, but I lost the audio and I was not about to go back and do it again for the 4th time. As much as I love editing, I don't love it that much. So you don't get to see that, but you do get to see me clean the inside of the cabinet doors. So yay! Woohoo! So I'm not going deep clean on this. I'm just wiping out the cabinets and the drawers, just kind of getting some of the fingerprints and smudges off and any dog hair that I might find. Also kind of the front of the inside of the cabinets. And because they're white, I do try to do this at least once a week. I've always wanted a white kitchen and I finally have it, and I'm gonna take good care of it. And this, we've decided, is probably not our forever home, so we'll probably move at some point, and we got to take care of this one. Eventually I'd like to add some handles and knobs. I've got the doorknobs, but I want to get long handles for the longer cabinets. I'm going to do it in like the farmhouse black, and I think that'll just add really pretty aesthetics to this kitchen. What do you think? Okay, let's talk about this refrigerator. It came with the house and I love it. And the panels are interchangeable, which is really cool. It makes 2 types of ice, and the third part of the refrigerator down on the right where I'm wiping right now can be either a refrigerator or a freezer. So it's a pretty cool refrigerator. It's Samsung. The thing with this is that, again, smudges show prominently, and it is a pain to clean. So I've found that the only one cleaner that really works is the cleaner that I'm using now. And I guess the more natural, the less streaks. I don't know. I've always had a problem with streaky looking stuff on glass and things like that. So I'm really picky about if it leaves smudges behind. And, you know, if you touch this and you have any kind of oil on your hands, lotion, anything like that, it does stay there. So I do clean it quite often, and that's kind of a pain. But the rest of it, very cool refrigerator. Highly suggest it. I'm folding my load of clothes. I have a bazillion clothes, and this is the one thing that I absolutely hate is folding clothes. Like, I like doing anything else, including cleaning toilets, before I like folding and putting away clothes. That is where I fall down, where you lose me. I'll wash them, I'll dry them, I'll put them in a basket. But folding and putting them away, that is absolutely something I hate doing. I don't even know why, but I have always been that way. Even when I was a teenager, I don't know why. What are your pet peeves? What do you hate? Share it with me in the comments. Tell me what you hate doing chore-wise in your home. Is it the sink, the dishes, the stove, the toilets? And y'all, I keep getting text from my daughter who is back home from her honeymoon. The wedding was beautiful. So we were very thrilled that she married the love of her life, and we absolutely love our new son-in-law. We're just thrilled with our daughter-in-law and our son-in-law. We couldn't have asked for better people in our children's lives to take care of them forever. So this is our new season of life. This is where we have the grandkids. We're talking about retirement and where we're going to live, where we're going to move, all of those things. So what's really freaky is thinking about the fact that we don't feel like we're at retirement age most of the time, but at the same time, it's exciting to think, you know, what do we get to do when we retire? And we're talking about the trips we're going to take and where we want to live, and spending time with our grandkids is going to be the number one, our kids and our grandkids. Family is super, super important to both of us. So that's another reason that I wanted to be on YouTube, is so that I could just work and take it anywhere and not have to clock into a 9 to 5 and just hang out with y'all. Okay, seriously, why is it taking so long to do a lot of this laundry? And also, why do we have to fold and put away our laundry? Why can't we just throw it in baskets and like not fold it and then just throw it in the dryer right before we wear it? And that way, nobody ever has to fold the laundry, and that's one less chore that has to get done. I think it's genius. I would rather just, like I said, do anything, even run a marathon in this heat, because folding laundry is not fun for me. I don't know the psychology behind it, but it's the one thing that even as a teenager, my mother would fold my clothes for me, God love her, and put them on my bed, and that's where they would stay until I wore them. Yeah. I am that much against putting away laundry. We have a big giant closet, and I have to plan around putting clothes away because I hate it so much. I don't know what that's about. Okay, we're going to move on. This is Laundry Mountain. We'll just, Feral Tradwife has Cardboard Mountain. I usually have Laundry Mountain. Laundry used to just sit, when my kids were young, they would sit in the baskets because I had better things to do, like anything else. So, yeah, and I think that God love them. My kids are probably the same way. Sorry, Greg and Candace, for that. Okay, we're finally done. I'm putting it away. I'm being good about it. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my Swiffer 360 duster, and I'm going to go behind my furniture. And believe it or not, I actually do this every week, every time I dust, because I do not want to move furniture to vacuum. So I'm going to use that and get everything out from under it just threw me because I did a thumbs up because there was no dog hair. I do that so that I don't have to move furniture and vacuum behind it because, lazy way. Just take a Swiffer and go around it and pull all that out and then vacuum up whatever you pull out. It's super simple and it keeps things dust free. Plus, if there's any spider webs that have built under those tables, you get those too, and then you can just vacuum them up really quick because I don't like spiders either. Spiders outside, fine. Spiders inside, not so much. Okay, if you are still here with me, put a heart emoji in blue in the comments for me. Let me know you're still here. You are the MVP. And if you have any questions or comments for me or you want me to answer, I'm going to do my best to do that too, because I like to talk to people and answer people. And it bugs me when people do not, whenever I ask a question on YouTube or Facebook or in text, kids, husband. Yeah. So when John doesn't answer me, it does bug me, but he acts like he has a job or something. He's like super important or whatever. My text about if he needs anything from Walmart should not go unanswered. What do you think?
I'm so fine. You look at me when I say I'm not emotional. I haven't cried for days. I run in pains. I'm so fine.
Okay, again, I'm sorry for the angle. It's so bad. But in a minute, I'm going to go through the toys and see which ones can go through the washing machine. And my little toy schnauzer, who's probably about 6 to 7 pounds, she is the boss of me, and she is who we call the princess. But we try not to touch the toys unless we're gonna play, because then it's a never-ending cycle of, did you say squeak? Are we playing? In fact, she's gonna hear me now and want to play. But that is her favorite thing to do, is for you to wrestle the toy away from her and then play. And we try not to do that. But I wanted to get all the toys in the baskets washed and vacuumed out, and I knew that that was going to be fun with her sitting right there on the couch.
Call for emergency. Who can waste my time? I don't get triggered by it. Next thing I can't stop spiraling. Missing my head so badly. I'm fine. I'm so fine, really. Tell me how to live and let it go. How the hell am I supposed to know? Missing my head, but baby, I'm fine. I'm so fine.
Honestly, I look kind of confused, but I was trying to figure out what would go through the washing machine and what the lab had torn up and the schnauzers had torn up and what needed to be washed in the sink. And so I was just trying to go through it in my head, what would not tear up the washing machine or get torn up in the washing machine.
I can't stop spiraling. Missing my head so bad, but I'm fine. I'm so fine. Tell me how to live and let it go. How the hell am I supposed to know? Missing my head, baby, I'm fine. I'm so fine.
Y'all, for real, I found this sticky roller on a long stick, and it is so cool because it actually pulls up any dust and hair that's on the floor real quick that the vacuum may not get, because believe it or not, those vacuums do not get as much as we hope. I'm fixing to show you like everything that came out of that basket from the lab and all the dust, and I had just vacuumed. Y'all watched me vacuum, and it did not work as well as we hoped, but that's where this sticky paper comes in. And also, instead of vacuuming that basket, I just used that sticky roller on it, and it came right off, and I didn't have to put it through the wash machine. And now I'm going to, I guess, sticky roll some of these toys, but most of them I'm going to wash in the sink really quick with some hot water and Dawn. Just get them really clean because you can't get the dust and debris off. Oh, there she is. Mom, you touched the toy. It's time to play. It's time to throw. It's time to throw the toys. She stood at that cabinet and cried until I got the toys washed. So I had to wash them and then throw them really fast because she is a tiny little tyrant. And she does not like for me to touch the toys unless we're going to play. If you're wondering why our dogs have so many toys, it's because we're empty nesters and we spoil our dogs, and they can have whatever they want because Mommy and Daddy love to spoil them. Pretty sure they don't mind either. They like being spoiled, and so we don't buy them a lot of treat type things because you have to be really careful what you give little tiny dogs. You know, they can be allergic to things or it can upset their tummy, but you know, toys, they can play with toys and have as many as they want. Now, they're not allowed to bring them outside because that's gross. They get soggy and they get left out there, and you know, it's just not conducive for good clean toys. So yeah, I'm that parent. I won't let them bring their toys outside. But as I record this, it is getting stormy outside, so if you hear thunder, well, I didn't do it, but this is when I can record. Okay, so as I am done with the toys and I've given them all back to my little tiny tyrant, who's now laying back on the couch, as you can see right there in the upper right hand corner, I am going to dust all my stuff off in the living room, kind of get everything done. I didn't speed this up apparently. I've been speeding up and slowing things down, trying to get a feel for stuff, so this is real time. Apparently I move really slow, and that's gonna drive me insane, y'all, but this is real time. Okay, so that rug that I'm taking off is from IKEA. I'm gonna throw that in the wash, and I'm going to be scraping epoxy off of this table. I should have done that a while back, but just know that if you get epoxy on wood or laminate, you can spray it with alcohol or a dissolving substance and scrape it off, and it won't ruin the laminate or the wood very much because I've done it many times. I epoxy pour quite often, and well, I did before we moved. I don't as much now, but I do a lot of arts and crafts type things. Y'all, it is fixing to lightning and storm outside, and my neighbor is mowing. So if you can hear him, put a smiley emoji in the comments. And if you can't hear him, then put a heart emoji in the comments. Use red this time. I think that'll be fun.
You're what you never had. They made you believe in stolen dreams. Someone else's fears. If you think about it, you learn how to breathe and now the weather's clear, my dear. Standing face to face with the mirror, like it's zero, no one's gonna fix you. Don't need a mask or a hero, like it's zero and it ain't here to stop. Now you're face to face with the mirror, like it's zero, no one's gonna slow you down. Don't need a mask or a hero, like it's zero, but in a real world. And everybody's losing their time for something they can't afford. Everybody's stuck with a past they can't ignore. You with me? 1, 2, 3, 4. Standing face to face with a mirror, like it's zero, no one's gonna pick you up. Don't need a mask.
Okay, so that exercise machine, that's a new one that my husband just got. We really like to get exercise equipment, and we do use it, but we've had to kind of get creative on where we put it for now until we get everything situated, and we have an extra room that we're going to convert into an exercise room, but for now that's kind of storage, garage sale stuff. We'll be having a garage sale at some point, and I have a ton of things that we're getting rid of. So, cuteness break! She loved the toys out of the dryer, y'all. It was so cute.
You're running me in circles. I can't figure you out.
Okay, I'm going to vacuum in the living room and the hall area. Look at my rug back there. My other schnauzer, Roxy, who is just my whole world, she likes to pull the carpets up just like that right there and then leave them. And I don't know what the point is, because she doesn't do anything else to them. She doesn't move them or anything. She just pulls up the corners. It's like she's looking for something. But on this occasion, I just picked it up, shook it out, and then put it back. So she didn't win that one. Sorry, Rox.
Take it how you want to, there's nothing left to say. Tried everything we had to, got no skin in the game. Sat in empty rooms, now the feeling ain't the same. Looks just like it used to, it has a different name.
Okay, so at this point, I'm kind of over it, over moving stuff and Swiffering and all of that. And I just want to get it done. But every time I looked, there was dog hair in places that just needed to be cleaned. And so I was trying to hurry up and get it done. And got the Swiffer and dusted this and tried to do a little bit. But usually I'm a little more thorough. At this point, I was really just over it. Have you ever gotten to that point? Because seriously, this had been an all-day thing. Oh, y'all, my husband made a flying pig, and the story behind that is that my best friend who passed away this year loved pigs. And so much so that when we were roommates, she got a pig. And that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But in our apartment, we had a pig and a cat. It was not fun. The pig went away quickly. It was just too loud and too much. But yeah, the flying pig was something that he knew would remind me of her. So Stephanie, we miss you, and we we'll see you in heaven.
It's just something about you. I just can't figure out. I really hope that.
So in this house we have really tall ceilings, and I usually have to get the extra long vacuum wand to get up near the ceilings. And as you can see, I was not even going to do that. I just did the best I could. And this is the last thing we're going to do, I think, is this bathroom. Clean the toilet. This is our guest bathroom. It doesn't get used a whole lot, but you know, we empty the mop water in here, or we might wash our hands or something, but it's not used a whole lot. So this is just kind of a basic clean, not too much stuff to do.
Losing you, baby, when I do, I'll be your boy, I'm coming to terms with not having you running out. 'Cause I'm losing you, I've been losing you, loving you now.
I don't wanna hold on no more. 더 이상은 못해. 제정신이 아니야 지금 우리의 상태를 봐. 우린 못 돌아간다고 그대로. 사랑한다고 말해놓고 이제는 다 거짓말 같아 전부 다. I don't wanna waste my time. 이해 못한다는 네 말. You're right. 이젠 끝내야 할 것 같아.
'Cause baby, I'm done going through phases of loving you, running out. I've been losing you, baby, when I do, I'll be boy, I'm coming to terms with not having you, running out. 'Cause I'm losing you, I've been losing you, loving you. I'm done going through phases of loving you, running out. I've been losing you, baby, when I do, I'll be boy, I'm coming to terms with not having you, running out. 'Cause I'm losing you, I've been losing you, loving you now.
So here I'm just going to use the pink stuff in the sink because that actually works really well on this white countertop, granite, marble. Like I said, I'm not even sure I'm pretty sure it's granite. But it gets any stains or stuff off of it and gets it really clean. But the caveat is you really have to rinse it good because otherwise you're left with that white gritty paste looking stuff. So definitely rinse it well, use your rag to get the residual off, and it works so good. But you can see me here trying to get the gritty stuff out. I love the pink paste.
Self a degree, a wife, a house, a son. I used to be someone. Now look what has become of me.
If you want to know what makes your bathroom smell really good is to put a little bit of the essential oils. I use Santal mixed with Bella Rouge, and you just put that in your drains, and I'm going to tell you what, smells fantastic. Wait, how Texas did I sound just then? I'm going to tell you what. I get it from my mama.
So many roads I could have wandered, and different lips I should have kissed. So many seeds I would have planted if I just opened up my fist. A long, long time ago, life was in stereo, and all the words did rhyme. A daydream and a song, one of us can't be wrong. Since when did I go colorblind? Red, orange, yellow, green and blue, indigo and violet too. I know the colors of the rainbow. They were not hard to find.
Okay, so I do put my rugs up on the bathtub because the dogs like to use them as the outside when we're not around. They know better, but whenever they're mad, they do the angry revenge pee is what I call it. I'm using my Bissell mop and vacuum. I can't remember the name of it. I never can, but I got that from a lady on Facebook for like $30, and it self-cleans, y'all. It is so nice. We have a corded one that does not self-clean, and it takes forever to clean it, but this one, you empty it, rinse out the used tank, and it does the cleaning of the roller by itself, and I love it. So glad. Best $30 spent probably ever. My husband is even like, great. $30 we spent. We just had to drive about 30 minutes and pick it up, and we got to explore our little area and around us, and it was really nice to get out and take a Saturday and drive around and look, see what was out there, but also get this machine. I ordered a new roller and filters for it and stuff, and my husband actually did that. I'll give him the credit for that. He did do that, and he cleaned it up, and this thing works fantastic. It came with all the parts, and I could not be happier. And I've since seen other people selling theirs for $30, and we're trying to figure out why people want to sell their Bissell sweep and mop machine for $30. These things are like $200 on Amazon. The only thing we can figure is that they didn't know that you actually had to do a little bit of work, even though it's self-cleaning. You have to do a little bit of cleaning on it, and we do take the roller off and clean it occasionally too. Well, pretty much all the time, but you can throw them suckers in the wash machine too, so it's not really that hard to clean. So if you can find one on Facebook Marketplace for $30, I highly recommend. 10 out of 10. Y'all, we are finally done. I'm just going to give you a quick overview of everything. It smells really good in here, and I am very excited that I am done with this. Look at that. There's already dog toys on the floor. We are playing with the squeaks soon. At least they're all nice and clean now. All right, bye y'all. See you in the next one.
It's just how it works. Don't be.
Okay, so I am back. Okay, it has to. No, let's get started.